I joined with iPhone.
Yeah, can you
Unable to change the name. That's what.
okay.
What's your name? We will rename it.
My name is Chinna Adaya Tokala.
Okay.
Okay.
So the administrator, he little bit respond here. He joined and left here, I guess. It's not in front of system, hopefully. Okay. No problem. Let's start for the day. So, okay, for recap team, yesterday we had seen, right, the Fusion application overview, how it looks like. Just recap, we have the navigator board and the springboard. And the both boards allows us to, get the user privileges, which application wants to be, work with that, right? For the business activities we may perform on your transactional, right? For the both boards. Along with that, we have the tools, configurations, and others. The tools, within the tools, security console to create the user and user activities, the roles, and the reports and analytics to develop the BAP and the ODB reports, followed by your developer connect, where you can find all the Fusion application web services, schedule process to find, to submit the ESN jobs and job sets, writing, and the configuration module to perform the customizations. And others, we have a FRS reporting center to work with the financial reporting statements, and the settings and actions, setup and maintenance, run diagnostic, and highlight flux fields and page composer activities, edit pages, edit global page template. So on, so we have seen. Today we'll see where you can find the Fusion application content, includes APIs, web services, inbounds and outbound patterns, standard reports, the guides, short videos, and so on. Now the question to the on-premise system expertise, in generally within the on-premise, if you want to get a table name team, apart from your all underscore objects, where you will get the table information team for the on-premise system for R12. Example, I assigned a task to you to work on some subscription module. It's a complete new for you. Then how will you get the table names where you will refer within on-premise? Anyone team?
Hi. So this is you can use other way, like if you want to see the table name behind any particular form, you can go to the form and run the query.
Other than form, other than tables, keep aside R12. For R12, where you will find the tables content team?
ETRM.
Exactly, appreciate. Oracle is providing ETRM for this, right? So within the ETRM, you may find the table relationships, the foreign keys, how the table will, traverse to the other tables. There you may find all the information team. And there Oracle is providing the PL SQL package also, right team? So within the Fusion, you have the docs.oracle.com team here. So there is a docs.oracle.com, Oracle Help Center. Here, the cloud applications team, financials, Fusion application suite, cloud applications, financials, supply chain, human resource, everything you have. Just go for the financial anyone. All will be same categories. So here, all books, APIs and the schema, videos, top task, use, implement, administer, configure and extend, analyze and report, secure, integrate team. There are a couple of categories are there. So within the all books, use and implement team. These three are belongs to, the guides, the application guides team, all the books. So financial related, how to use assets, expenses, financials for EMEA, Asia Pacific, Americas, lease accounting, payables, invoice to pay, receivables, credit to cash, revenues, subledger accounting, tax, the federal financial stream. So all you may find here. Okay, for the books and the use, how to use the same these financials, how to use, how to create the leases, how to create assets, payment terms, and so on so on. And the implementing with our implementation guides, which is these three categories are belongs to our functional people team. These three categories, more the functional people will visit to get some high level information of these implementations team. Okay, whereas the books you will get the complete PDF document, same as our guides team. So apart from you have APIs and schema here. So within the APIs and schema, REST APIs for Fusion Cloud Financials, SOAP Web Services for Financials team here. The complete standard, the Fusion application web service of the financials. Here you may find all the business objects. See, this is my credit card web service, the Wisdom, and this is my fixed asset web service, add asset service digital and its associate operations. This is AP invoice web service team, payable invoice, invoice interface service, where you can find all operations team. Similarly, receivables, transactions, AR. This is AR receipts, the visual stream, web services these are. Similarly, the REST APIs. So bank accounts. So how to create a bank account, get a bank, get all the banks, update a bank. Similarly, currency rates. Get all currency rates. Expenses. Invoices team. So accounts payable invoices, cancel an invoice, invoice line, create an invoice, delete an invoice, get one in specific invoice. So all these are the REST APIs, these are the endpoints. REST API endpoints. Okay. So we may frequently visit these docs.oracle.com to get this APIs specialty for web services and the REST APIs for FSCM, HCM, and financials. And there are a couple of short videos too. So before that, within the APIs and schema, you may find the tables information as well team. Schema, here the web service and REST APIs for the APIs, whereas schema, tables and views for the financials. Advanced collection tables and the views, assets tables and views, bill management, budgetary, cash, expenses, and general ledger and so on. So when you see the general ledger, right? This is GL access sets, one of the table team. So you may get the table description and the primary key of this table, the columns, data types, and the constraints, everything you will get in here, followed by the foreign keys. To join GL access sets and GL period sets, right? You may use period set name team, the common column. GL access set assignments and GL access sets, right? Use access set ID. GL ledgers and GL access sets team. Implicit access set ID. Nothing but GL ledgers table, you have implicit access set ID, GL access set ID. Those need to be joined to use these two tables team. And these are access set ID, there is no change. The way you may get the foreign key relationships and how the parent table data will traverse to other tables team, how it is joining. Oracle is trying to provide these information within your docs.oracle.com against our tables team. This is the only place you may find these relationships team. Other than this, within the application, you cannot find anywhere. So when you compare with the on-premise system, within the D2K form, there is a way to get record history or exam in right team. There you may get your D2K form table name, and you may get the underlying SQL statement for the transaction within your record history. If I remember, at the last query, you may get it so that you may get, the SQL statement for the transaction, whichever you perform on the D2K screen. But within the Fusion application, there is no waiting. It's a complete under control of Oracle. It's a SaaS model, software as a service. So we cannot find any underlying code of your EDF web pages still. There is no record history, there is no examine, there is no last query. You may get it within docs.oracle.com, all the table names, and find the respective relationships. Other than this, you may connect the tables all underscore objects, all underscore table underscore columns, and try to get your column names and table names team. Further, there is no change. Okay, this is about how to find the tables team and the views here. So GL account aliases VL. So this view depends on the underlying query. GL account aliases B and alias accounts aliases TLT is a view. Okay. GLJ sources VL. So most of the views you may find, the B and something base table followed with that language specific table team. It's about tables and APIs and this administrator team. So within the administrator, you have import data and extract data. This is for inbound. This is for outbound team. Outbound, BACC, Business Intelligence Cloud Data Extract will come into picture. We call BACC team. So by using BACC, you can dump or you can extract a replica of table data to some other third-party systems team. Or when you're working with the integrations, right, you need to perform the validations team for the inbound interfaces, right? To perform the validations, we need the base tables. So we may use custom database, okay? It's a database cloud service or ATP database team. It's a complete custom database, which is not related to your Fusion application database. It's a complete custom database, and I need hedger relationships table data type. So you may create XX hedger relationships table within the ATP database and get all the data from the Fusion application hedger relationships and try to dump the data into your ATP database. And use the database table within the ATP. On top of that, write a PL SQL package and perform the validation step. The way whichever table data is you require, try to get it to the ATP to improve your performance, the faster integration process. Will use that facility team by using BACC, or some third-party systems will use a reporting purpose team for our data. Then our table data will straight away dump to their systems team by using BACC. Okay. So apart from this, if you want to get the data, which is on the paper as a PDF, Excel, CSV, XML, based on some conditions, right? Our reports will come into picture, BAP. BAP reports will come into picture to perform outbound process. For import team, to import the data from any legacy systems to the Fusion application or the R2L to the Fusion application team, right? FBDA will come into picture to perform inbound interfaces or inbound integrations team. FBDA, file-based data import, which is a macro-enabled sheet for each business entity. Oracle is providing this macro-enabled sheet. You need to be populate the data and you need to be follow the inbound FBDA instructions to load the data to the base table team. The way see assets. So assets, we have fixed assets lease import, mass adjustment report, and so on. For GL, cross-validation rules, import account combinations, import historical rates, daily rates, and the journal import team. This is journal import. This is my FBDA sheet, macro-enabled sheet, and it will use your SQL loader team to load the data by using control file. This is one of the GL interface table, and the process name is import journals. So use these instructions, and there are set of steps are there to load the data to your base table team. It's about FBDA to perform inbound patterns. Okay, the way here, see, use schedule process, how we can use, and the configure flex fields, and review readiness, and so on so forth. This is configure and extend to customize the Fusion applications, understand the sandbox, modify user interface text, configure the global page template, configure flex fields, configure home page and the navigation. This is nothing but your Springboard and the navigator board customization. Infolets, move the configurations from between the instances. How to use the page composer, how to use VB Studio, so on so you may find here. Analyze and report. This is reporting category team. This is the reporting category. View analytics and reports. Use general ledger reports. Just click on this. You may find a standard reports team. So for the Fusion general ledger, these are general ledger journal reports team. So within the GL, you may have journal reports, and this is something layout, how the data looks like. Some frequently asked questions you may find here. And in this category, journals report is there, journal report, journals batch summary report, journals details report, journals daybook reports. The way these are standard reports team here, you may find. And some frequent asked questions. Approval groups, report here. Only one report here. And payables team for invoices. So imports payable invoices report. The output is looks like this, and some frequent asked question. Just you will get, the standard reports name, what the module does have. You will get the high level insight here. So this is review data lineage for especially this section belongs to our OTBA reports team. The moment you cannot understand what data lineage, the Macros will understand. FRS reporting center, how to use, develop the reports, create the financial statements you may find. And the security for the reports, how you can implement, you may find here. View setup reports, view security analysis, view financials analysis and reports, and so on. Okay. The accounting hub, how to use the financial reporting, understanding accounting hub reporting to get some insight here, good insights. This is secure, how to implement the security team for the Fusion application for the financials. Security console, how to use the security console, how to create and manage users, provision roles, application users, implementation users, and security reference for Oracle Financial Cloud team. So what are the financial related securities available? You may find here. Okay. And the security reference for common features, encrypt credit card data, security payment information, defined bank account security team. Sometimes we may mask the data, right? For real account numbers and the credit card numbers, we will be masking. GL security, SLA security, all you may find here. This is integrate again, you may find APIs and schema, REST APIs, web services, followed by how to subscribe the business events, enable an SFTP channel within the payments team. So this is your payment process request. Whenever a payment file is generated for the suppliers to perform the payments, right? So this file will be transferred to your third-party server. For that, how to perform the setup step. So you may find here the transmission configuration setups you may find within here. So this is about
So,
docs.
one doubt, Vijay, actually. So, for this now, when we do payment process transfer, the file will move to bank. So, you all see,
Yes.
right? The third party means.
Yes.
Okay, for the payments.
Yes.
The bank will directly
Okay,
take that
the
from
payment.
file and process the payments. That's it. Okay. Okay, got it.
So this is about docs.oracle.com team. Any doubts, any clarifications here? Team, anyone? Hope it's clear for everyone. Team, any doubts here? Any clarification? Okay, move on to the training agenda team. This is topic name. And this is hours team. So very first we'll see the security. Take 3 hours. And next BAP reports team. Will take 10 hours. And FBDA. This is for inbound patterns too. Inbound pattern. It's 4 hours. This is HDL. This is HCM inbound team. So this is FSCM, financials and supply chain management inbound patterns. This HCM inbound patterns. This again it will go for the 4 hours. Then integrations team. OIC. Integrations, it's again 12 hours. And VBCS, it's 2 hours. Next, OTBA reports. It's around 4 hours. Customizations, 3 hours. FRS, 2 hours. What else we missing team here? It's around 44. And the last miscellaneous team, which is Q&A, which is interview-wise discussion for each topic-wise, and resume preparation and project overview. Could be around 3 hours. The way training will be goes around 47 hours team, depends on your interaction. It may include more. So it's a 2 months training agenda. The same sequence will be followed for the topic. However, I mentioned the topics, right? The same sequence will be followed within the live sessions team. And to learn these integrations, right? These 3 are the prerequisites team. These 3 are prerequisites. So whichever we had seen the BAP reports, FPDA, HDL use cases, right? So I'm trying to replicate within the integrations as well for automation process. Here we will be perform everything as a manual. Here we'll try to perform automation team. So within the OIC integrations, right? We'll see the web service, REST API, followed by FBDA, followed by FBDA with ATP, and schedule, and app driven. So very first, the basics, then file integration, then report integration. So within the OIC, first we'll see the basics, then file integration, report integration team. If you really practice these three right, it will go around 4 to 5 hours team. If you really practice these three, these are very easy to be cracked in, a very easy team to be cracked. And these are the integration patterns I'm going to be cover. Apart from this, there is no other integration patterns team. You need to be comfort with web service use case, REST API use case, FBDA use case, FBDA with ATP with a callback use case, and these integrations will be covered with the schedules and app-driven patterns team. If really practice all these right, you will become a champ within the integrations. But it's not that much of easy to be learned in, trust me. So when you really practice these three, right, the basics in the file and the report integration, right, if you really practice, and this is the base for these team, it's very easy to understand. Otherwise, it's very, very complex and tough subjective, the integrations. It's more about logical thinking, more and more about logical thinking. You need to predict what happens if I use. Okay, and these BAP reports, you may correlate with your on-premise XML reports, just to make correlate team, that's it. But it's not same as your on-premise reports, okay? The way of development, the way of usage, the way of all the properties, everything will be new for everyone team. And the rest of all the topics, it's new for everyone. I can treat you guys are freshers. Even if you have 18 plus, 12 plus, 10 plus, however team. How much you have? Just I will treat as a freshers, the way we'll go for the subject, which is in-depth for all these topics. Okay, especially for the BAP reports, it's not for module specific team, the report developments. You need to know the report development properties team, how to develop a report, even if you are assigned with any kind of module. Okay, same as on-premise also, you need to know how to develop an RDF team. Within the inside RDF, it depends on your use case. It could be PO report or AP report, AR report or OM report or HR report, depends. But before that, you need to know how to develop a report. Those will be see, which is very in detail within the 10 hours team. So wherever table is required, whichever module is required, we'll try to jump over there and we'll see. The way within the BAP reports, we'll see all the report development, standard report customization, custom reports, notifications, logos, subtemplates, translations, parameters, dependency parameters, ESS job creation, job set creation, everything will be covered in here. It's about training agenda. Any clarifications here, team?
Yeah, actually, I have one question. Like, I'm planning to do this after this course. Yeah, I'm planning to complete this OIC certification. So this course, what course content which you shared?
Forget about now. My sincere suggestion at this moment, forget about job, opportunity, upgrade, and the certifications.
Mhm.
Just keep practice. Once training is completed, right? Then just bring out this question at this moment, where you are. Okay. Where we are at this moment, bring out the same question, where we are, where we stand. We will take a decision there itself. Whether I can go for the certification or not, whether I can go for upgrade or not, whether I can go for, switch the technology, and it's the right time to, get a search for a job opportunity. So more required practice from your end. You need to be dedicate a time to be practice. So within the integrations, so within the first batch team, my suggestion, just try to learn the subject, just follow the sessions, and you may get 1 year membership, right? You may attend n number of batches, it's your patience. From second batch onwards, again join the integration session, start the practice. Start the practice. If you have a time for the day, whichever session every day we are seeing the 1 hour, and for that 1 hour, if you get a time to be practice on that day, it's appreciative. It's your dedication, how you want to be practice. For any doubts, any clarification, I am there, you are behind, to get your issues, resolve the issues. Before asking any doubt, raising any doubt, team, I need to know what are the efforts you have shown on that use case. Without practicing anything, without showing any efforts, hey Vijay, I'm getting this doubt. Sorry, I cannot help. Because I am also working as a professional, so I need to be, get some time to be looking to your issue, team. I will share my email ID. You need to be send a Word document, so tribes I have given for this use case, Vijay. Still, I'm not getting issue. Can you please help? Yes, I will get some times behalf of you and try to resolve the issue, because both are used same instance system. Myself and you will be used non-refresh instance, and will develop the use cases over there. And there is no assessment required. There is no other exercise not required, team. Whichever we are seeing this 44 hours, right? If you really practice, if you really know the subject right, team, you will become a champ. Trust me. No other training, nothing is required for the Fusion Technical and OIC. Only need to know the P2P cycle and OT cycle in HRMS, HCM tables, team. These need to be learned. Additionally, along with this team, those you will get everything. At the last, we will be add the videos, P2P cycle, OT cycle, whoever from non-EBS team, especially for this. So as a planning, as a timelines, if you plan this right, it's very easy to be learned. That's it for my ending for agenda. Any doubts, move on to the topic security team to start. Any clarifications on here?
Hi, Vijay. So I come
Right.
from Microsoft background because I have seen more references coming from Tool. So, and I basically come from
good question.
Microsoft.
You are from
HCM
non-EBS?
Non-EBS.
Yeah, no
properly from
problem.
the-
Wherever I'm trying to compare with Artival, right? Just keep it.
Yeah.
Just keep ignored and try to follow the session. If you really not understand right, so on so topic, no problem. Just highlight within the session itself, stop me, and I will, try to explain some other case.
Okay.
Okay?
Because I come from
Only BAP
Microsoft.
reports, only BAP reports, I'm trying to compare with Artival. Only BAP reports. Whoever comes for Artival, they can easily understand. Whoever from non-EBS, right, no issues, you need to be given practice.
I'm able to relate it because we also have scheduled batches and everything, but the syntax and the nomenclature that you are using, right, the terms, that is where it becomes a little bit.
That is I'm saying. Terms I'm used, right? Just try to ignore. Okay, you will easily understand the direct terminology itself, whichever I'm using for reporting development.
My second question, I think you have
Because there is no Java, there is no C, there is no C++, that much of code here, team. Right? It's all about Oracle SQL. If you know the SQL, right, it's very easy to understand. And the prerequisite SQL team. Without SQL, please do not join this. Okay.
One more thing, Vijay. Is it in the OIC integration, right? For example, REST API.
If you don't mind requesting, can you speak somewhat a bit louder?
Can you hear me now, Vijay?
Yeah, now it's far better, but
Yeah.
we are getting background echoes. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I was asking that, Vijay, for this one, right, for OIC integration,
Mhm.
is it necessary to we also worked on the soap and Wisdel and this one. So those knowledge is helpful here, or you'll be starting from scratch?
Helpful. It's added advantage for you.
Okay.
It's added advantage. See, now you are raising in a question how I can understand the reporting when you compare with R12, right? You are the question mark. When I'm using the SOAP, so REST APIs, Wisdoms, right? But the future
Mhm.
technical, VBS technical people, they are complete zero on that. But you can easily understand, right?
Yeah,
Wisdom,
yeah.
web services, payload, structures, attributes, the nodes, everything he knows. Right? You can easily learn that subject matter. It's an advantage for you, whoever comes from the SOBA background.
Okay. Oh, and last question,
Yep.
Vijay. That is also replied, but a little bit want to specific about it. That I'm looking towards, shifting jobs. For example, going towards cloud. So I've been in the on-premise for a long time.
Mhm.
So you have replied that after on the point 11, right? That at that time we'll be knowing. But practically speaking, I believe that you'll be giving 6 months access to the instance, right? So, but you mentioned that it will
Instance,
give
no
1
issues
year.
with you. Just keep aside instance access. Still, if you want, we will provide you, no issues. If we fairly add that it's a free, then you may expect yes and yes, right?
Yes, yes, I understand.
Yeah, no problem. If you really need, if you really practice, yes, we will provide you without any cost. Okay, no problem.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Vijay sir, after 6 months, if they want instance, they have to renew the subscription for the instance.
Okay, let's see about that moment. Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Vijay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Other stream, any doubts?
Vijay sir, I just want to inform about the
Yep.
free classes.
Yep.
Yeah. Hi team, free classes are over today. Demo day 1, day 2 classes are over. Please complete your registrations before tomorrow class. Tomorrow onwards, we are going to have a meeting password that we will share with the registered participants only. For the registration process, we have already sent you the payment details through email. Please check once. If anyone not received the details, please contact institute number. I am sharing in the Zoom chat, so you can contact us. Thank you, Vijay sir.
Yeah. So we'll be start security team. So as I said, team, you need to know the minimal security, how it's implemented to the application, how to create a user, and what are the applications access you need, and what are the data access you need. So on, so you need to be knows from your end team. It's not possible always to depends on some other team, some other team members or the functional people, even if it is a minimal access. The way you need to be learned how to implement the security, but in real time, you won't get any opportunity to work with security team, being a technical person. You won't get any opportunity. The complete security and related stuff, right, will maintain by your onshore team members, whoever come from admin team, they will maintain. There is a dedicated team is available for security and their implementations team. But you need to know a minimal knowledge how it's working. Okay. So within the Fusion application team, the privileges, right? For example, I would like to be work on accounts payable invoices or AR invoices or person creation or order, sales order creation, whichever to perform any transactional activity, right? So before you need to add application access to the user team. Those application access we can deal with the roles. Those we can deal with the roles, whereas your on-premise system, we can deal with the responsibilities team. Here, the responsibilities are replaced with the role concept. A role is some kind of privilege that you can assign to the user, allowing them to perform certain type of actions within the application team. A role is some kind of privilege that you can assign to the user, allowing them to perform certain type of actions within the application team. So the user wanted to be perform any action to the application, right? need to be assigned a privileged team to the user. So how it is segregate? So there are types of roles: job role, duty role, privilege role, and abstract role team. There are 4 kind of roles are available within the Fusion application: job, duty, privilege, and abstract team. So what are those? So before that, you may comparison these roles with your EBS team. Job role is nothing but top level role team, top level role, and its responsibility, same as. A duty role is nothing but menu and submenu. Privilege role is nothing but form function team. Job roles contains the duty roles. Duty role contains the privilege roles team. The top level is job role team. These job roles we will assign to the users to get a privilege for a certain application access team. Job role is a top level role. This role we can add to the user. We cannot assign a duty role. We cannot assign a privilege role directly to the users. These 2 roles should comes via with your job role only team. If you want to be customized any duty role, any privilege roles, right? Yes, Oracle is allowing to be customized with help of job role team. Create a custom job role and try to assign your own duty roles, your own privilege roles to custom job role, and add that custom job role to the user. Okay. Now to restrict any data related team, right? Data roles will come into picture. We call as security context. Security context that you cannot understand right away. Going forward, you will understand him how it's. Now, what is the job role? So these are we called as enterprise role team, top level role. These roles gets mapped to the 1 or more duty roles because a person that takes a job in a company, then they are meant to perform a several duties team. If you take an opportunity within a company, right, you need to be perform several duties team. These duties you may get it from a job roles team. For example, a HR recruiter job will have a duty to scan resume submitted and place an offer to the individual. The way one of the use case. So within the Fusion application, all the job roles you may find a suffix underscore jobs, like accounts payable manager job roles, general ledger accounting manager job roles. So when you take an example for accounts payable manager job role, it has n number of duty roles, n number of privilege roles team to work with your accounts payables activities. So what is the duty role? These we call as application roles team, application roles, and duties are performed by the individuals like invoice creation duty, invoice approval duty, GL journal entry duty, approval duty, and so on team. Now this invoice creation duty role comes with your privilege roles team, comes with a privilege roles. Privilege roles is the end user access where you will get ADF web pages access team like D2K forms. Okay, it is like saying that a new staff that you can perform XYZ duties within your job, or it's your duty to perform XYZ things in your organization. So within the Fusion application, all the duty roles you may find the suffix underscore duty. So abstract role team. Abstract role, same kind of your job roles team, both are enterprise roles, but these abstract roles we call as special role team. Okay, these abstract roles can be added to the user when an event is occurs, like hire an employee, promote an employee, terminate an employee team. These roles can add it to the users, especially for abstract, when some event is occurs team. Okay, so these roles are associated with the user irrespective of the job they perform within an enterprise. Therefore, abstract roles are at a higher level of spanning various jobs, hence their name called as abstract. So now you cannot understand how abstract role can be differentiated with your job role. So when I'm trying to explain the use case team, right, within the live session, there you can easily understand how the abstract role will vary with your job role team. Abstract roles represents workers' role within the enterprise. independent of the job their worker is hired to do. There are 3 seated abstract roles delivered with Oracle Fusion HCM, which is employee, line manager, and contingent. Abstract roles are assigned to the users automatically when some event occurs like hire, terminate, and promote an employee team. So I will give you one of the best example for abstract role where we will be used within the real-time team for an organization. So these roles can be inherited to the other roles team. So a job role may inherit other job roles. A job role inherit an abstract role. A job role must inherit a duty role team. A duty role may inherit another duty role. An abstract role must inherit. The way you may use the role from there to be here to be there by using this inheriting concept. That is, we will see how it will be. So apart from this, the privilege role team, I said as duty roles contain the privilege roles team. Privilege role is nothing but function security. We call as function security. It's nothing but kind of privilege role team. Function security is a statement what actions it can perform and which user interface pages team. Now we can easily understand a duty role contains the function security stream, nothing but privilege roles. Okay, so function security is a statement what actions you can perform on which user interface pages. Invoice creation duty role, it's contained invoice creation access team, the UI page access. Invoice view, only read only. Payment process request. The way you have set of UI access for that specific set of duty role team. Data security is a statement what actions can be taken against which data. For example, you are added accounts payable manager job role to the user and you are trying to create accounts payable invoices team. When you add a, right, you cannot create an invoice directly team on the UI. You will get an access, that's it. Now the next question, how will you get a data access for that? It's nothing but for which business unit you want to be created invoice. It's a US business unit or UK business unit. If it is US business unit, what are your suppliers? So these we call data access team. These data access you will get from data security. We call as security context. The way within the application for asset data access, customer site data access, suppliers data access, business unit, ledger, Oracle is providing set of security context to work with your transactional activities along with your application roles team. Okay. So function security controls access to the user interfaces and actions needed to perform the task of a job. For example, an accounts payable manager can view invoices. The accounts payable manager role provision to the user accounts payable manager authorizes access the functions required to the view invoices team. You need to be provided to view the invoices. What are the functions you need to be add from accounts payable manager by using function security team? I think but a privilege role. Now, how the custom role will come into picture team? In most of the scenarios in real time, we will be create n number of custom roles team. We cannot assign directly a standard job role to the user. If you provide the right, so whichever user is expecting the use case, apart from that, user may get some additional benefits team when you add standard roles to the user. So how the custom requirement will come into, see one of the use case. There is a security in chief, let's say called Mr. Security, is responsible for taking care of all security measurements in your organization. It needs to be given authority to terminate any employee caught violating security guidelines. In Oracle terminology, it needs to be given new role to be able to terminate any employee within your organization. Mr. Security needs an access whoever violating the security guidelines team. Nothing but we need to provide a role to the Mr. Security team. So how you will provide that role? See, Now, the function to terminate employees is already available with a few seeded roles like manager and HR specialist team, but we cannot assign them to Mr. Security as using seeded role manager. He would be able to terminate only people falling under the manager hierarchy. You cannot also assign another seeded role, HR specialist, to Mr. Security as it comes with many other powerful things along with the termination team. Hence, we cannot assign these to Mr. Security team manager and HR specialist. The only way to create a custom new role only for terminating employee and assign to Mr. Security team. The moment you need to create a custom job role, for that job role, it need to be add whichever privilege role is assigned to terminate an employee. Add that privilege role to the custom job role, add that custom job role to the user. But we cannot assign manager job role and HR specialist job role directly to the Mr. Security. He may get some other powerful benefits too. Okay, the way we may exclude the privilege role, the functions from your duty roles and the job roles, and we'll try to create custom job roles. So this about security team, the high level. Tomorrow we'll see how to create a user and how to add the roles to the user, and so on. So we'll continue. So any doubts, any clarifications before closing for the day team?